So we need to talk about this PlayStation Blackout, because I'm gonna be so honest with you guys. I understand what you guys are trying to do. I understand the frustration with the physical media being removed, and I agree that physical media is something we need to preserve. I have a bunch of physical media, bro. I'm not happy with this. But this Blackout, that's not gonna accomplish what we as gamers are trying to accomplish. Because the entire idea is basically just don't use your PlayStation for a week. Don't turn on your PS5. Don't play your games. Just completely stop using your PlayStation for 7 days. And I'm sitting here thinking, like, what is Sony actually gonna take away from that? Because think about it. Sony sees a small percentage of people not using their PlayStation for a week, and then what? After that week is over, everybody goes right back to playing their games. You turn your PlayStation 5 back on. You start buying games again. Shit, some of y'all are still using PlayStation Plus, even though you're doing a blackout, still giving them your fucking money. So what actually changed? Like, what's actually changing? Like, I'm open for y'all to be calling me corporate shit. I don't care what y'all call me, PlayStation Pony. I don't give a fuck what y'all call me, gang. What is actually changing? All y'all niggas did is just not use your console for 7 days. Now listen, I'm not saying this to disrespect anybody participating in this event. If you want to do it, do your thing. But I'm just saying, if the goal is to actually change Sony's decision, this is not hitting them where I think it really matters, bro. Again, it's a small percentage of people. I'm gonna show y'all my fucking friend list, gang. Niggas is online every day. They don't give a fuck about this shit. I'm just keeping it a buck with y'all. So this is what needs to happen. To properly show Sony you are not happy with their decision. Your spending habits with Sony has to change. Cancel your PlayStation Plus subscription. Buy physical games instead of digital games when you have the option. If there's a game that you can buy digitally but also buy physically, support the physical version. For anybody, oh, you're not doing that, da-da-da. I literally didn't buy Mouse PI for hire until it came out physically. If you see my video a while ago, you would know I've been saying, yo, physical media is important. I said this shit like a whole month or two before Sony did the decision they made. All of a sudden, everybody's a physical media owner. Where were y'all niggas at before Sony did this, bro? But now y'all care. So if you care that much, do what I just said. Cancel your subscriptions and start buying games physically. No longer buying digital games if you care that much. But we're not. Come on. GTA 6 is coming out. Phantom Blade Zero might only be a digital only game. Niggas are still gonna buy that shit, bro. Let's keep it a buck. But if enough people start choosing to buy physical versions more often when there's a physical version for a game available, that can ring a bell to Sony. Like, hold on. Physical games are selling way more than we expected. Like, we're not making nearly as many sales that we made digitally as we are physically, bro. No, they're serious. And that is something that they'll actually respond to. Again, these corporations use your money as a vote. If they keep getting money from players buying their games digitally, paying for PlayStation Plus, they're not gonna care about what you're saying because the money says otherwise. This is why, again, you have to cancel that PS Plus subscription and buy games physically. I'm gonna sound like a broken record, bro. Because once you do that, now you're giving Sony real data. You're showing them what consumers are actually willing to spend their money on. And again, my biggest problem with the Blackout is that it's only for a week. Again, what happens when that week is over? Wolverine comes out literally 2 weeks after. Everyone and a mama damn near gonna be on Wolverine. Then what? Phantom Blade Zero comes out October. Think it's gonna be on Phantom Blade Zero. GTA 6, the whole world gonna damn near be on GTA 6. And if another huge game drops like God of War Loud Fame or Venom game that's rumored to happen too, people are buying it, people are gonna play it. So Sony gets 1 week where a small percentage of people aren't using their PlayStation, and then everything goes back to normal. And that's why I know for a fact a Blackout is not gonna change their behavior. Because if your consumer behavior doesn't actually change, why would the company's behavior change, bro? And let me make this very clear before some incels in the comments constantly try to, you got the thinking about, nigga, eat boy. I'm not against physical media. I literally have a bunch of physical media. Every game I bought this year, besides the ones that were indie games that were only available digitally, I got physically. I am a physical media type of guy, bro. I like having physical games. I like owning the disc. I like having the option to buy a game physically instead of being forced to buy a game digitally. So I understand why people are upset. I'm upset, but I'm just saying, if you're actually fighting for physical media, then actually support physical media. You being online saying no disc, no buy in the comments, but then literally pre-ordering Wolverine digitally right after is not gonna change their mind or make a difference. And here's another part I find really ironic, bro. You have people saying we need to say physical media, but then some of those same people have a digital only version of the console. And again, if you want to buy a digital only console, by all means, you do you. But if you're trying to send a message to Sony about your physical media, your purchases are literally the loudest message you can send. And with you saying no disc, no buy, but you have a digital only console, Sony looking at you like a goofy They laughing right now. They laughing at niggas right now, bro. So honestly, that's my point. I understand the frustration. I agree that physical media is worth protecting, but I don't think a PlayStation Blackout is going to make any difference, bro. You guys are putting your energy into the wrong thing. This is why companies can constantly get away with doing what they do, which is screwing niggas over to get more money. If y'all actually understood how business works and actually understood business the way y'all act like you do,
multi-million-dollar company.
this is how I know y'all don't even understand shit. They're multi-billion-dollar companies, idiots. Talking about multi-million. No, they're multi-billion-dollar companies. If it was a multi-million-dollar company and this many people were canceling their stuff, you don't think they been would have reversed their decision? No, they're already making too much money. They're a multi-billion-dollar company. Y'all don't even know that. Acting like y'all care so much. If you care this much, like I said, cancel the subscription. Start buying physical media for real. You can look at my prior videos. I've been talking about why I love buying physical media before they did this. I've been buying my games physically. You can go to my past live streams. I've been said to some of my viewers who had digital-only consoles, nah, bro, you need to get a physical console, bro. They're trying to make us go all digital. I don't agree with that. But now since Sony's doing what they're doing, now we're doing a blackout. It's not gonna work because at the end of the day, your wallet is going to speak louder than you just turning off your console for 7 days. Now, granted, this is just my opinion, but realistically, I don't want to hear nothing. Nigga, this ain't no opinion, nigga. This is a fact, okay? It's a fact. If you disagree, you can comment, do what you want to do, but I'm giving y'all the real game. If you don't want to listen, you don't gotta listen. But look, y'all let me know what y'all think, man. Do you guys actually think this PlayStation Blackout is gonna accomplish something? Because I genuinely know for a fact it's not. But if you do, let me know, and maybe you can give me a different perspective on it, bro. But if you made it this far, y'all make sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe. More content like this on the way. Just how to say this, like, you know what I'm saying, middle of the week. Had a rant, bro. But I'm gonna see y'all, bro. Real talk.